Welcome to the Crowdfunding Author step-by-step system to financing your writing career. It is absolutely possible for you to fund the publishing career of your dreams, and by the time I'm done with this presentation, you'll most likely have the same shocked look as this woman. Meet Alinka Rutkowska. She is very important in this story. Let me share a little bit more about who she is. She's a stay-at-home mom. She lives in a small little village in northern Italy. English is not her first language. In fact, she's Polish. And as I shared with you a few seconds ago, she lives in northern Italy, which means that she spends most of her day speaking another language than English. She's definitely not a marketer. So how was she able to succeed where so many seasoned marketers had failed? That is exactly the look on my face when I opened an email that Alinka sent me a few months ago. She had told me that she was getting involved in crowdfunding, that she wanted to take her publishing career to the next level. And I was mildly interested, and I'm like, yeah, sure, stay in contact. Send me an email when you're done. She said, no problem. I'll send you an email at the end of the campaign. So at the end of the campaign, I received an email from her, and I noticed a link. She said, my campaign is over. I've reached my goal. Here's the link. I think you'll find it interesting. And I thought, yeah, sure, whatever. Well, it's a link. I'll click. Never know what I'm going to see on the other side. You know what? Most marketers are pulling 3, 4, 500. Maybe some are pulling 3,000. What? This woman with no marketing skills? Maybe she got 500 to 1,000. Imagine how shocked I was when I opened that email and I saw $9,470 in 30 days. She had surpassed her goal by 110%, by 10% actually, and she did it within 30 days with zero marketing skills. I was blown away. And when I saw her results, I knew she was onto something big because I knew that most marketers who were very seasoned, who knew online marketing like the back of their hand, couldn't reach her results. And so many other authors, even crowdfunders who have tried their hand at crowdfunding have failed miserably. So just in case you haven't recognized the voice again, you know who I am. You've seen me around. My name is Kritia, but everyone calls me Miss K. I'm a best-selling author, a speaker, and an online marketing educator. I've been featured in all sorts of publications in Canada and the US, and I'm sure you've heard me say that the one that I'm proudest of is obviously being featured in a 2-page spread in Forbes. So let's get back to crowdfunding because I was completely blown away by that email that Alinka sent me. I had no idea that it was possible to achieve this kind of success on crowdfunding websites, especially considering the lack of experience this woman, Alinka, had in marketing. So I wanted to know more. I wanted to drill this woman to understand, but how did you do it? I literally begged. I was like, listen, there are people out there who've tried, they failed. And here you are, you figured it out. Please tell me how you did it. Oh, wait, don't tell me. Tell the world how you did it. You have to share your knowledge with other people. That is exactly what I told her. So remember, she's not a marketer and she has no list, which made this even more mind-boggling because I know people who have lists, they've tried and they failed. So again, I was like, please, Alinka, you've got to share this knowledge. You absolutely have to share this knowledge. She figured it all out on her own. And that was what was shocking about it. Because there aren't that many training. Actually, I don't think there are any training out there helping authors figure out crowdfunding websites. She took action. She took baby steps. She divided a plan and she went for it. I love her spirit. She figured she was going to do it. And she did. She amassed nearly $10,000 to help fund her writing career in 30 days. It's absolutely insane. But you know what the best part is? Since I've already shared with you that Alinka has no marketing skills and no lists, if you are watching this and you're in the same position, guess what? You can also achieve her success. Let me share a little bit more. In 30 days from now, your whole writing career can absolutely change like it changed for Alinka. And the reason I'm saying that is that after begging her for so long, she finally agreed and we created the ultimate training for authors when it comes to funding their careers. The Crowdfunding Crowdfunding Author is your ultimate step-by-step system to financing your writing career. So what are you going to learn in this step-by-step training? Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that there are no ninja tricks in here. If you're looking for ninja tricks, you're going to have to look elsewhere. However, if you are looking for solid training that will give you an edge, this is the training for you. So let's see how this training is structured. This training is all about helping you have access to the funds you need to put out an amazing book that's going to inspire so many other people. Now, when I say inspire, it can be inspire them to move into action, inspire them into laughter, inspire them into dreaming, and even inspire them into a little sexiness. So you're going to first off start by understanding crowdfunding platforms. That's very important. We're going to start with the basics. We're going to give you the fundamentals. Then you're going to understand how to set up your crowdfunding campaign because there are a lot of steps. And that is exactly where a lot of crowdfunding hopeful fail. But Alinka has figured out the step-by-step plan that helped her leap into success. We're going to learn how to establish your goals. Now, we all know if you don't have a goal, then you don't know when you've reached it. Now, how do you establish that goal? We're going to help you determine how you'll use the money you'll be receiving from your crowdfunding campaign. Now, remember, I did say at the beginning of this presentation that this is all about funding your writing career. So once you receive these funds, how are you going to allocate them in your publishing business? We're going to also help you determine how to put together your perks. This is absolutely important. This is how Alinka was able to be so successful. This is the goose that laid the golden egg. And we're going to teach you exactly how you're supposed to create perks that get backers to pull out their credit card and support your crowdfunding campaign. Should you be offering in-person perks? Is that something that's possible when you don't live in the same city or even the same country as your backer? Absolutely. And we're going to show you exactly how you can do it. We're going to also talk about the importance of video in crowdfunding campaigns. Now, let's be honest. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. Video is absolutely crucial when it comes to marketing any book, service, product, software. It doesn't matter. Video works. Guess what? It also works like gangbuster when it comes to helping you with your crowdfunding campaign. You're going to have to learn how to create an attention-grabbing pitch, and Alinka goes down the list of all the important elements that you need to have in that pitch. Obviously, you want to be compelling enough so that your backers pull their credit cards out of their wallet and help support your crowdfunding campaign. That's not it. I have more to share with you. This training is full packed. People who've seen it can't even believe that we're willing to reveal all this information. You're going to understand how to create maximum buzz because guess what? There's no buzz and nobody knows about your campaign. Nobody's going to fund your campaign. So once you know how to create buzz, then you can have the type of campaign that could potentially go viral. And you know what that means? That means more backers supporting your crowdfunding campaign. You're going to have to find the members of your team because guess what? You're not going to be able to do it all on your own. And the beautiful thing with this training is that Alinka walks you through the step of which are the different team members that you're going to have to bring in and which are the different functions that you're going to take on your own. You're going to want to establish the length of your campaign. Now, most of them are 30 days, but there are campaigns that are a little bit longer. So we'll talk about the pros and cons of having a 30-day campaign versus a longer campaign. You're also going to understand which are the important things that you need to do during your campaign. Once that campaign goes live, there are many things that you've got to take into consideration to help you move you towards your goal. If you don't understand which things are important, then you're not going to pay attention to them. And obviously, that has a major bearing on your success level. We're going to talk about the go-go factor. Every single platform out there has an algorithm that they work with, just like Google, just like Amazon, just like YouTube. And once you understand how that algorithm works, then you can actually devise the type of strategy that's going to ensure that your crowdfunding campaign appears at the top or the front page, basically where people are there looking for crowdfunding campaigns to support. You're going to be in front of those potential backers. We're also going to talk about how you're supposed to connect with your backers via updates. Those are just the little things that when you don't know could have a huge bearing on your campaign, you're not going to pay attention to them. But when you understand how important they are and how they can help you reach and even surpass your goals, that's when you can actually devise a plan to make sure that that's done, at least that it's part of your checklist. Once that campaign is done, you want to leverage. You want to piggyback on your success, and we're going to show you how to maximize the exposure after that campaign. Obviously, once you've collected all this money and you've celebrated, then you've got to figure out how to get your hands on your money, because obviously you're going to want to fund your next writing project and you're going to want to have access to the funds. This is explained so that, of course, it's much easier for you. You don't have to figure it out. And of course, once you've promised all these backers these amazing perks, you're going to have to understand how you deliver these perks. This training is absolutely packed. It walks you through every single step. Again, this training was created by somebody who doesn't have a marketing mind. So she's broken it down for authors just like yourself. Now, when I say she doesn't have a marketing mind, she did have to understand how to think like a marketer. But isn't it amazing that you're able to learn from somebody who's at the same level as you, or at least that's exactly where she was when she did her crowdfunding campaign, and how she views the world? That's very different from when a marketer tells you, well, this is how we do this, because a marketer already has a level of understanding that you don't. This training was created by an author for authors. Now, I know that we've already shared a lot, and the training is absolutely jam-packed. We're talking about 78 pages of step-by-step training. But guess what? We're giving you more. Oh yeah, make sure that you scroll down this page so that you can check out the bonuses. The bonus that I'm offering is, again, another way to take you to that next level so that you can see results much faster. In total, you're getting a solid, actionable training that can change your life in the next 30 days. That's all it took Alinka to get her hands on $9,470. So it's decision time. And if I've done my job correctly, then the decision should be very easy. You can choose to figure things out on your own when it comes to funding your own publishing career. Because let's face it, everything costs money. You've got to pay for the editor, you've got to pay for the cover, you've got to pay for the website, you've got to pay for the typesetting. Like, let me tell you something, being a self-published author does come at a cost. Now, you can also find yourself in a position where in 30 days from now, you're able to spend 1 month or perhaps a few months writing full-time. You're able to live the life of your dreams. So if you're ready to tap into the unlimited potential that is crowdfunding for authors, and you know it's very simple, there's only one thing for you to do, and that's for you to go for it. Now, let me remind you what you're getting. This training is very easy to follow. It is a training that was created by an author for authors. Nothing complicated about it. It's step by step. It's packed with solid strategies. It's explained in plain English. You can learn when it's most convenient for you. So honestly, what's holding you back? You can do it, and best of all, in 30 days from today, you can have the funds that you need to put out there the work that's inside you. I know there's a fantastic book series inside you, and you're dying to put it out there. Crowdfunding is the solution for you to help you collect the funds you need to make this dream become reality. So if you're ready to take your writing career and your publishing career to the next level, and if you're ready to say yes, then it's not very complicated. You're going to see a buy button on this page. Just click on it. So just to make sure that we understand each other, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see the buy button. You're going to click. You're going to add this to your shopping cart. Once you've paid for it, obviously, I'll see you on the other side.